Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I've received another wonderful package from England with some very rare magazines, including Health and Strength and a very large collection of Bodybuilding Monthly, which really should almost complete my collection. I am trying to collect mainly up to the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, because as many of you know, that's the period that I like. Up to about the late 80s really is where I kind of stop with my bodybuilding channel. There are many channels that have focused on the 90s and afterwards, and that's not why I necessarily need to cover it. Anyway, here we have Health and Strength, very wonderful cover, very artistic pose here by Roy Duval. Very, very Herculean physique, very thick physique, but I love that artistic pose. These are some very old magazines, as you can see, from 1979. Some of these contain original order forms where you can just fill in the things that you want and order away, as it used to be done back in the day by mail order. Really nostalgic there. Wonderful, wonderful magazine, Health and Strength. I've also received, as I said, many magazines of Bodybuilding Monthly. Here we have February 1991 with Gary Stridham. Really, a lot of people state, including, for example, Robbie Robinson and many others, that the mass monster era began in the 90s. Some say 1991 with the advent of Gary Stridham. Others say that it was brought on by Dorian Yates. It's up to you to really it's really, you know, up to the person's opinion. Here we have Lee Labrada in another volume. He's volume 12, issue 3. And anyway, I'll go really through the earlier editions, which I really like. Here we have volume 11, issue 6, from what it looks like. Yes, issue 6. And yeah, these are all in their original packaging, as you can see. Here we have Dorian. I think this is Dorian Yates' first cover in a magazine from February 1989. It's a very historic cover, a very, very historic cover of Dorian Yates in his very, very first magazine cover. Again, these are all very, very old. We have volume 6, a complete volume 6 from memory here. That's some really beautiful, this is like mid 80s. Very nice covers here. And a lot of these come with the original folders that allow you to bind them. And as you can see, they have these binding, you could almost play music with that. They're so tight. They come with these threads that allow you to bind them in these wonderful leather bound volumes. It's just beautiful. So that's Bodybuilding Monthly, and my new shipment of magazines from the UK, which pretty much, except for volume 1, which I'm still on the hunt for, it's extremely rare to find, and they're very expensive. Yeah, basically this kind of almost completes my late 70s to very early 90s Bodybuilding Monthly magazine from the UK collection. And of course, in the future, I'll be bringing you information from these magazines. Probably much more in the future, though, because I do want to cover Iron Man magazine, Health and Strength, Strength and Health as well, and of course, Muscle Builder. All of this stuff is coming up on the channel. And after that, I'll probably get into the more later magazines like Muscle, I think it's Muscle Training Illustrated, Dan Lurie's magazine, as well as Bodybuilding Monthly. Of course, I also want to cover much sooner rather than later the Reg Park Journal, and that's why I'm building up these collections. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If you want to continue supporting my work, please donate via PayPal. This is how I can acquire all this stuff, either through paying, of course, through financial reimbursement to these people that own these collections, or sometimes I just get lucky and people pass on these collections simply because they want it to go to someone that actually appreciates it, like myself. So you can always contact me via email if you wish to pass on your magazine collection or books. You can support me, as I said, via Patreon or via PayPal by donations. Yeah, please get in touch again if you wish to pass on these collections. If you've enjoyed watching the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't to the Golden Era Bookworm. And once again, thank you for watching. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now.